Hello everyone, Renee here, and welcome to this week's Pick a Card reading. This reading is going to be relevant for the week of September 11th, 2022. So roughly from the 11th till about the 18th or the 19th of September. Choose one of these three cards. Which card do you feel drawn to right now? Is it card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? Once you've made up your mind, look below at those timestamps and you can fast forward to your reading. As always, thanks for watching and I hope you have a great week. Hello, group 1. I want you to think of a yes or no question, and if you need to pause the video, go ahead and do that. Think of a yes or no question, and then you're going to get the answer here on the back of the card in just a second, all right? So the answer to your yes or no question is yes. Your wish answer or your answer is yes. And the message here, we're going to go to the right of this character, and it says, you will soon go on a long trip. So I love that for you. Maybe you're planning some kind of outing or vacation this week. Maybe you're planning it, booking it, or maybe you're actually going on it this week. And your answer is yes, whatever you were asking about. We're going to delve into the tarot now. Let's see what else I can tell you. It is a strange week, I will say that. We've got, right now the moon is waning in Aries, which can be strange energy. Can mean like high energy starting to like wind down, dwindle a little bit. And we just had a full moon in Pisces, which was all about the feels, feeling the feels. But let's see what's happening with you this week. Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, the Star right in the middle, Six of Cups, and the Two of Coins. All right, so let me take a look at these for you, group 1. Page of Cups. What is this page bringing to you? Some type of invitation, news, messages. Yes, good news in regards to finances happening for you right off the bat here for this week. Knight of Wands, Queen of Cups on top of that, and the end of something. All right. So for me, it kind of looks like there's a slowing down of something. Kind of makes sense with the placement of the moon this week, where you were at first full force ahead with this idea, project, whatever it is. And now you're kind of having to just stand still for a while. It might not be the end of it, but it's just like a dead stop right now. There's no forward momentum with business, schooling, or creativity. It's just kind of stagnant. The Queen of Cups is probably describing you. You might be a water sign, but maybe not. Sometimes she's a Cancer or a Pisces or Scorpio occasionally. But essentially it's kind of saying that you might be a little bit upset or disappointed at this standstill this week. But don't worry, because it does look like possibly there's movement going into next week. Be patient is what I would say to you. If you wanted something to get up and running this week, it might be stopped. It might kind of have to take a little bit of a break, take a pause before this moves forward. We have the Star card. Yeah, and we have Temperance. It's kind of playing off those cards there, where this is a wish. It's something you've been hoping to finish or achieve or accomplish or organize, and there's balance that's needed here. Just take a chill pill, right? Take a break. Don't be so stressed about it. Don't be in a rush, all right? You don't want to be in a rush this week. We have the Six of Cups and the 2 and the Ace of Swords. Okay. So for some of you, this is getting over a relationship that just ended. For others of you, this is a new relationship that's just beginning. It could mean someone coming back from your past, and they are more mentally and emotionally prepared for a real relationship or the type of a relationship that you would want. Whereas maybe in the past, you weren't ready, or they weren't ready, or maybe you were together when you were very young, and now this person's kind of back in your life. And it looks like you are a good match emotionally and mentally. And the swords can indicate a new beginning. So it could be something starting up with this person, with this type of relationship, romantic relationship. 2 aces this week, so that tells you there's going to be some new beginnings. All right, there's going to be new beginnings. And we do have Temperance and the 2 of Coins, 2 cards that can mean balance. So let me draw on this. All right, we have the Devil and the 4 of Wands. Okay. What this is telling me, to tell you actually, is that you don't want to get too greedy with your money. You don't want to get too down on yourself if you're not doing all the things you're supposed to be doing within the home or with yourself or with your physical body. Let's say you have some goals to achieve with your health. Or maybe you want to lose or gain some weight or some muscle tone or whatever it might be. I feel that the Devil's here to warn you not to get down on yourself, not to be too hard on yourself this week when it comes to your physical body, your physical appearance, and your health. Take it easy on yourself. You're beautiful the way you are. There's no indication of really bad health here. If you do have a health issue, there is a balancing out of a health issue. Sometimes these 2 cards together for me can mean someone who has some kind of illness or disease or whatever, and that would indicate a time of remission. So that's really, really good news. Let's draw a few more tarot cards. Is there anything else I need to tell Group 1? Page of Coins. Yeah, I feel like that has to do with that. Messages about your health coming in. Some news coming in about that. And money, Wheel of Fortune. So some of you, again, we've got just a kind of repeat of what I said here at the beginning of the reading, which is good news coming your way in regards to money. It's a lucky week for you financially, Group 1, is what I can tell you overall. Let's draw you a final card. We'll add some color to your reading with one of my Color Goddess casting cards. You can find this deck in my Etsy shop. All right, so for you, we have Forest Goddess, Elementals, Fairies, and Magic. So if you are into magic, fairy energy, elemental energy, Wicca, anything like that, it's a really good week to tap into that energy. Essentially, it's a good week to tap into nature spirits. It's a good week to spend some time in the forest, spend some time around green nature, in or around green nature. And you might even want to utilize the stone here, which is a morganite. All right, so you know what? I'm going to make sure that's morganite. I designed the deck, but my memory is sometimes bad. I want to make sure it's morganite because it might be one other one I'm thinking of, but I'm pretty sure it's morganite. Let's see. Oh, moldavite. That's what I meant. Morganite is pink. This is moldavite. Green dianthus. And specific meanings are the healing energy of a forest and wooded nature would benefit you at this time. Something magical is about to happen. Feel free to call on elementals or fairy folk for aid or answer. So there's the message there with the Color Goddess casting card for you this week. All right, Group 1, I hope this helps you, and I hope you have a great week. Bye. Hello, Group 2. How are you? So to start off your reading, I want you to think of a yes or no question, okay? If you need to pause the video, go ahead and do that. So think of a yes or no question. And I'm going to get an answer for you right now. Are you ready? Okay. Your answer is yes. And your first message here is do not let talk or jealous persons bother you. There you go. Don't let gossip, don't let other people's criticism of you or what you're doing bother you this week, okay? So let's get into the tarot. This week is interesting. It's got interesting energy. We just wrapped up a full moon in Pisces, which seemed really intense emotionally. Right now, as I'm filming this, the moon's waning in the sign of Aries, which is strange energy. Aries is usually all about new beginnings and taking charge. And then we've got the moon waning, so it's kind of like that energy waning out. Energy peaks, and then it's starting to kind of wane down here. So you might be feeling a little bit off at the beginning of this week. Don't sweat it. It's going to get better. All right, so we have for you the Magician, great card. The Lovers. The Three of Wands. The Page of Wands. And we have the Six of Wands. Okay, so the Magician is all about using the tools that you have, doing really well at your career or whatever it is you do for a living, mastery. Yeah, I feel like you're going to make a very important decision this week about finances, okay? About your work, your career, your business, whatever it is you're doing. You're making a very important decision. Trust yourself is the message here. Trust that you're going to make the right decision. Don't be afraid to make a decision. Being stagnant for you is just not going to be good. Make the decision, trust yourself, and move forward. We've got the Lovers, some romances in store for you this week. Yeah, there's a lot of stability and comfort within the home and with your person, especially if you're married or in a committed relationship. There's a closeness that's kind of happening this week, or becoming deeper. Maybe a deepening of feelings, perhaps, for many of you. We have the Three of Wands. Okay, let's take a look at these. Yeah, I feel like this could have to do with the decision we're talking about here. For many of you, that's probably the case. For some of you, these are two separate things, but you're making another choice. In this case, you're choosing to give back, to help or aid or teach or train other people, or simply to help someone in need. Could be anyone, could be a pet, animals, could be a son or daughter who needs some money to pay for something, or a friend needs help, needs a ride to the doctor's office. Whatever this is, you're helping. And I feel for most of you, it's multiple people, so it's not just one person. I feel like you're in need this week. You're needed this week, and you're feeling needed, if that makes sense. But you are also making choices that are going to affect your further future, retirement, finances, all that stuff. And again, I would say to trust yourself. Page of Wands is bringing some kind of news, something. There's the Five of Swords. Yeah, after a struggle, there is balance here. I feel for most of you, this has to do with a health issue. You've been struggling a lot. And you're achieving some kind of balance where you're feeling a little bit better. You're feeling more balanced. If you have some kind of systemic problem or disease or issue, you're probably not going to have a really bad flare-up this week. Let's keep our fingers crossed, right? And the Six of Wands. Yeah, you're taking action here. Towards the end of the week, you're taking some action. I feel like for most of you, this is doing something social. Maybe taking a little trip, or at the very least, it's some kind of outing with friends, family, loved ones for the weekend. And if you're questioning that, well, should I do this thing? Yeah, you should do the thing. You should do the thing. Do the fun thing for the fun of it. Be around people. Socialize this weekend. I feel like that's going to be really good for you. All right, let's draw a few more tarot cards. We have Justice, and the 9. Yeah, see, this just all kind of validates for me you making important decisions this week, especially one in particular. You are weighing the pros and cons. You are making lists of, the pros, cons, the good, the bad, what if, what if, what if. You've been anxious over it. You've been worried about the decision. It's a very important decision, and here you are kind of riding off into victory per se, because you finally made the decision. You've made the decision that's had to be made. All right, let's get some color into your reading. Draw one of my Color Goddess casting cards and see what you get, group 2. All right, so for you, we have Ruby Goddess. Fearlessness, strength, warrior. Makes complete sense to me. We have a lot of movement cards, Page of Swords as well, where you are, in a sense, fighting for what you believe in. You're fighting for the underdog. You're helping the underdog. This is also affiliated with the sign of Capricorn, so you might have Capricorn prevalent in your chart. Or maybe look at your chart and see where Capricorn is, and that might be the house or the area that's going to be the focus for you this week. Pay attention to other people's needs without neglecting your own, obviously. But I feel like you're going to be of service to more than one other person this week. All right, group 2? I hope this helps you, and I hope you have a great week. Bye. Hello, group 3. How are you? Now, I want you to think of a yes or no question, because we're going to try to get you an answer here on the back of the card. So think of a yes or no question. You can pause the video if you want to. And I'm going to get your answer right now. Your answer is no, okay? So your answer is no, what you were asking about. It might just mean not right now or not this week, okay? And your message here is, a woman will soon invite you to her home and will bring you good luck. So a woman will invite you over and will bring you good luck. So I love that for you. Let's get into the tarot. And as I've mentioned for the other cards, it's a strange energy week. We're moving out of the full moon in Pisces. So that emotional energy, as well as mental energy, waning just a little bit as the week goes on. You might feel a little bit off for a day or two this week, but it's not going to last. So just be patient, hang on, hang in there, everything will be fine. All right. So group 3, we have the Lovers coming out first. We have the Wheel of Fortune, beautiful. We have the Empress. We have Knight of Wands. And the Queen of Coins. Okay. A lot of very strong feminine energy coming through so far. Very strong feminine energy. And you might be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or have Earth prevalent in your chart. Let's take a look at the Lovers card. There's romance in store for you this week. Okay. I feel that it's the end of heartache and heartbreak. It's the end of feeling like you've always been taken advantage of, and you might be meeting someone special very soon. It might not necessarily be this week, could be within the next month. Or some of you have recently got into a new relationship where it's very fresh and sweet and sensual, and that energy is kind of playing out this week. Some of you, you've been in a relationship for a while. Well, this week you're going to be reminded why you are in this relationship. Maybe you're going to have some nostalgic feelings about not so great relationships in your past, you know? People who have let you down, broke your heart, and you're going to learn to maybe better appreciate the person you're with now this week. We have Wheel of Fortune, very fortunate card, obviously. We have King of Swords on top of that, and the Eight of Pentacles. You are very much in charge of work, money. I wouldn't be surprised if most of you are, entrepreneurs, you run your own companies, or you're high up, you're in management, or you're a CEO of a company. Because there's a lot of power that comes with these three cards together. You're making very smart decisions in regards to finances and money, and also projects that you're working on or products that you want to put out there. So have confidence in yourself. Know that luck is on your side as well. But yeah, you're definitely intelligent enough to make great decisions. Plus having luck on your side this week, it looks like you might turn a good profit here. A pretty good profit. Empress, there's feminine energy with work. Okay. Yeah, I think this is just kind of telling you whether you're male or female, you don't want to be too much in this masculine energy here that can come with, the King of Swords next to the Eight of Coins, that work, horse type of energy. You want to also cater to your feminine energy, your creative energy, your nurturing energy, especially with the Empress and the Queen of Coins. You want to be nurturing yourself and nurturing others, whether it's children you have, grandchildren, whether it's parents, or whether it's pets or others. Okay, you want to have, you want to be able to tap into that feminine energy as well. So it's going to be a little bit more masculine at first, and then you're kind of tapping into the feminine energy as the week progresses. So Knight of Wands, we have the Seven of Cups. That's great. Yeah, you've got options and opportunities presenting themselves to you at the end of the week. Let's do one more. Yeah, for the most part, this is for your own business or your own creative thing or your schooling or higher learning. Work, essentially, is what this has to do with. So there's lots of opportunities and options for you to choose from. And you're going to get a glimpse of at least one of those here at the end of the week. And sooner or later, there's going to have to be some decision making from you. You're going to have to make some choices here, but possibly not this week in regards to all that. Queen of Coins, yeah, wishes coming true, and the Six of Cups. Something that you've wanted to do maybe for most, if not all of your life. Usually for me, these can mean something you dreamed of doing or something you dreamed of starting or producing or creating when you were younger or a child or even just any point in the past. This is kind of saying, yes, that old dream is kind of coming into fruition here. Slowly but surely, you're going to get little glimpses of it this week, Group 3. Let's draw a few more tarot cards for you. It's a very sensible week for you. I get the word sensible. Not super emotional. There's joy. There's looking forward to things, anticipating things. Some romance here at the beginning of the week. All right, Five of Cups. Let's see. 4. Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like these two are what you're coming out of. The sadness, loneliness, you're kind of coming out of that. Everything's kind of balancing out for you. Emotionally in all areas of your life, but this is particularly, I feel, since they are cups, they're emotions. So your emotions are kind of balancing out this week, which is great. So let's draw you a final card. Let's get some color into your reading with one of my cards. You can find my deck via my Etsy shop. All right, for you, Group 3, we have Purple Goddess, dignity, nobility, and prominence. She's promising you a position of prominence within your workplace, workspace, whatever it is you're doing. You're the queen of your world. You're the empress. You are the queen of your world. You are in or going to be in a position of notoriety and nobility. And respect. It's also respect for what you're doing. A leader in your field is kind of what this is promising you. And I would say that makes sense looking at all the other cards here, because you've got the intellect of the King of Swords, yet you've got this nurturing feminine energy of the Empress and the Queen of Coins. You know, it's all kind of balancing out. That Temperance card kind of validating that as well. It's all balancing out, but definitely whatever it is you're doing, whether it is your own business or you're starting a new career or you're starting anything that's newer, going back to school or doing something creative on the side, there's promised success with that. So that's really great. So I hope this helps you, and I hope you have a great week. I will see you next time.